And the war of words between President Trump and California Governor Gavin Newsom, that keeps on growing. Newsom's calling the military deployment in L.A. a threat to democracy. NewsNation's Kellie Meyer has the latest from the White House. Kellie, you and I have been talking about this all week. You had the National Guard, now you have the Marines. The president says that even more military action could be on the way now.
Yeah, that's right, Markie. Good morning. President Trump speaking out in his most forceful defense yet of his use of the military to ensure there is what he calls, quote, law and order in Los Angeles as people push back on his immigration raids. The president so far not ruling out invoking the Insurrection Act. That would allow him to use the military to conduct civilian law enforcement activities. Right now, they're just protecting federal buildings and activities. The last time the Insurrection Act was invoked was during the 1992 Los Angeles riots, and that was at the request of the mayor and the governor. Right now, Governor Gavin Newsom has not requested the National Guard nor the Marines, calling it a, quote, brazen abuse of power and issuing a warning to other states that they could be next. Take a listen.
Generations of Army heroes did not shed their blood on distant shores only to watch our country be destroyed by invasion and third world lawlessness here at home, like is happening in California.
This brazen abuse of power by a sitting president inflamed a combustible situation, putting our people, our officers, and even our National Guard at risk.
And while the two argue over policy, they're also arguing over who called who. President Trump said yesterday the last time he spoke to Newsom was a day ago, and Newsom said there was no call. Trump sent a receipts, a screenshot of the call log, but that said it happened on June 7th, not Monday. So those two continue feuding over policies and the politics of it all. Markie.
Yeah, and Kellie, you think about how many boots are on the ground at this point and for an indefinite amount of time as well. How much is this military involvement going to cost?
Yeah, and that was something that was asked during that hearing with the Secretary of Defense in the hot seat yesterday. The Defense Department official says the military involvement will cost the department roughly $134 million. On Capitol Hill on Tuesday, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth defended that ICE has the right to safely conduct operations in any state and any jurisdiction. He ultimately said the Defense Department would have the funding to cover something as important, he says, as law and order in a major American city. He strongly defended the use of the military. Take a listen to this.
If you've got millions of illegals and you don't know where they're coming from, they're waving flags from foreign countries and assaulting police officers and law enforcement officers, that's the problem.
The laws of the United States?
No, the governor of California is unable to execute the laws of the United States.
And now President Trump is warning his use of the military in response to protests against ICE raids could be the first of, quote, many, suggesting it may go beyond L.A. and use, quote, equal or greater force.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.